Hey everyone, it's Jessie. Recently, I was tagged by Thomas over at Totally Fierce Crochet to do a video on 10 questions about me and my crochet journey. So thank you so much, Thomas, for tagging me in that. For anyone that's interested, Thomas has a wonderful channel with great patterns, and he's a lot of fun to watch, so I'm going to link him in the description below if you want to check out his channel. You'll see me looking off to the side because I don't have the questions memorized. But the first question is, how did you learn to crochet? I learned a little bit at a very young age. I think I was maybe between 5 or 7 years old, but my mother taught me a small amount, very little. I don't even remember exactly what she showed me. I know she showed me how to chain, and she must have showed me something like a single crochet. I don't quite remember because I was so young. But I do remember making, well, I was hoping I could find it to show you, but I couldn't find it. If I find it, I'll show you a picture because I still have it to this day. I don't really know what it is, but I was crocheting in a circle, and I kept going in a circle, and I made this little, it almost looks like a hat for a doll or something. I'm hoping I can find that, but that was the first thing I crocheted. Now, after that, I put my hook down and I did not crochet for years. And my mother didn't crochet during that time either. I think she crocheted more in her younger days and life just got busy. But when I got in my upper 30s, that's when I decided to pick up a crochet hook again. And by that time, unfortunately, my mother had passed away. And so I couldn't go to her for advice or ask her how to crochet. So I found YouTube and I found a few videos. I was trying to crochet, and I remember making this. I was making like a square. I was gonna make a little purse of some kind, but the edges kept getting, I think it was either wider or narrow. It wasn't looking right. And I got so frustrated, I gave up. And about a year later, my dad had passed away. And I remember going through, he still had a lot of my mother's things. And I remember going through some of her things and finding some crochet hooks and knitting needles and a crochet blanket that she had started. It was really cool. It was a few months later that I decided to pick up my crochet hook again and give it another try. So I tried some more YouTube videos, and I did not want to give up this time. It just made me feel closer to my mother in a way, and knowing that I was doing something she loved just made me feel, yeah, a lot closer. And that's when I finally got it down. I started crocheting and I haven't stopped since. I absolutely love it. What's your favorite thing to crochet? I love making infinity scarves and shawls, but I would have to say shawls would be my most favorite. I just love how elegant they are, and they're just beautiful. If you could only use one yarn for the rest of your life, what would it be? This is a tough one. Now, there's also a lot of yarns out there that I have not tried yet, but from what I have tried, I would have to either go with Yarn Art Flowers or Hobie Twist. I love those cakes of yarn. They make beautiful shawls. And if I had to pick between those two, I think I would go with Yarn Art Flowers just because they're so close. They're so similar in weight, but it's just a tad bit smaller. And I just find the smaller yarns make the shawls so drapey and just gorgeous. Number 4 is, what is the weirdest thing you've ever made? Now, I was sitting here trying to figure that out, and I honestly cannot think of anything weird I've ever made. I have some things that I made that I did not like or care for, but nothing weird. Not yet anyway. Number 5, what is something you will never crochet? I will never crochet a pair of pants. It just won't happen. I don't find them attractive at all. I mean, maybe there's some people out there that can make them look attractive, but from the ones that I have seen online, there is just no way in heck I would crochet a pair of pants. Number 6, where do you get your inspiration? One way I get my inspiration is scrolling through Pinterest. I love Pinterest. It's so much fun to go on there and you can just type in crochet and see all kinds of things that have been made, all kinds of patterns and colors and everything. You can even look up colors if you need inspiration for color ideas. It's just a great way to go on there, search for what you want. There's inspiration everywhere. You can even create your own boards. I love it. Another way that I get my inspiration is just by going out in nature, going outdoors, which I haven't had a lot of time to do, but I am, since we moved to South Carolina, getting outside more. It's beautiful. Just being outdoors and seeing God's creation everywhere is so inspiring to me. And there is another one, coming into my craft room, looking at all the yarn. Well, whether I'm looking at my own yarn or yarn online, very inspiring. I love to come in here and just look at my yarn, feel my yarn. It's wonderful. Number 7, favorite thing you've made so far this year? I would have to say my absolute favorite thing I made was a gorgeous shawl with Hobie twist yarn for the spring shawl swap. I can link that video above if you've never seen it, and I'll have to insert a picture here so you can see the shawl. The yarn that I picked for that shawl had the most beautiful fall colors, and I used the butterfly, it was the Butterfly Effect shawl pattern by Bag O' Day. Absolutely gorgeous. I may need to make one for myself one of these days, but yes, it was so much fun to make. Number 8 is crochet plans you're excited about for the future. I am excited about a collab that will be coming up in September. That one will be called Decade Divas, so keep an eye out for that. I'm also excited that recently I became a tester for Knit Pal, and that is so exciting. I am currently, well, I guess it says future plans. Well, I guess I haven't finished this yet, so it's current and future, but I am currently testing some patterns for Knit Pal, which is so exciting to me and a lot of fun. Number 9 is worst thing about crochet. Definitely weaving in ends. I cannot stand weaving in ends, especially if you have a lot to weave in. It is no fun. There's been times where I've made a big blanket and with all these ends on the side, and I actually have one where I decided I am not weaving those in. I'm going to leave it out on purpose, add some more, make it look beautiful, add more fringe, and it still turned out gorgeous. But I do not like doing that. And number 10, favorite thing about crochet. My absolute favorite thing about crochet is that it is so relaxing. Life can get so very stressful and overwhelming, and I just love picking up that hook and crocheting away and just get lost in it. It also helps a lot because I struggle with chronic pain on a daily basis, and sometimes it can just be so tough. And obviously there's some days I'm in too much pain to crochet, but when I can, I pick up that hook and I crochet, and it just really helps me to get through that. Thank you again, Thomas, for tagging me in this fun video. Now be on the lookout. I will be having probably 3 videos coming out in the future about my experience with testing for Knit Pal. I will be talking about the yarn that they sent. It's the first time I've ever used it. And just talking about the patterns and just giving you my thoughts. And then I'm going to also have a video come out on my progress with the 2 knit shawls that I've been working on, and a very special gift that somebody gave me. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one.